This episode is brought to you by William Hill's Final One Standing. Can you outlast the AFTV crew? Step up or step out.
AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date. Your players will be linked with a transfer move to Arsenal.
AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. The Premier League season is up and running and in full effect. Loads of games yesterday. Really great to see it back. Of course, Liverpool winning on Friday night, and most of the big teams won. A win for Spurs, right? And also a win for Man City. Man City, by the way, who I went for in final one standing. So much as I don't want them to win nothing, right? They did get me off to a winning start in William Hill's final one standing. Don't forget, if you haven't entered and you missed the deadline to enter by that first game yesterday, all is not lost because you can still enter. Round one's in full swing, and all those people have got a chance to win £500,000. But you're still going to have a shot at glory because after Monday's match, right, and if you didn't enter or even if you got knocked out, there's going to be new leagues, right? So don't worry. You can enter those, and there's going to be new jackpots and that launching every single week of the Premier League, right? So if you haven't signed up yet, click the link in the description if you'd love to get involved. All you got to do is download the William Hill app. Terms and conditions apply. You have to be over 18, a UK or Ireland resident as well if you want to play. Terms and conditions apply, all right? But I'm off to a winning start. I went with Man City. I didn't go with Arsenal. Bit risky to go with Arsenal this weekend, seeing as Old Trafford is such a difficult place to go to. But well done to everybody who went through to the next round. Who's going to be final one standing?
You lot are always in the comments saying that we don't know ball. Well, now it's your chance to prove it. We've partnered with William Hill to bring you final one standing. The rules are simple. Pick a Premier League team every week. Win, you stay in. Lose or draw, you're out. But you can only pick each team once. It's free to play. You need to have a William Hill app to play, so scan the QR code on the screen or hit the link in the description below to get involved. 18 plus, UK only. Please gamble responsibly. Terms and conditions apply, and full terms are in the link below.
Don't worry if you get knocked out. There's new games with new jackpots every Premier League week.
Let's see who's the final one standing.
Talking of final one standing, Eze's not looking like he's going to be standing at the Emirates Stadium in an Arsenal shirt. As a matter of fact, it looks like he's going to be wearing a Tottenham shirt. I mean, big rumours all over the place that Eze is going to sign for Spurs next week. They haven't put a bid in yet, but they are set to put a bid in. They've been in advanced talks with him. He's agreed to join Spurs. He wanted the Arsenal move, but there's been no movement from Arsenal whatsoever. They've shown an interest, Arsenal. They've been interested in him. They've made inquiries, but they've not made any move at all to try and sign him. They didn't try to meet the release clause. They haven't been in negotiations with Crystal Palace about signing him. And, he's obviously just looked on it and thought, well, listen, if Arsenal ain't going to sign me, Spurs do want to sign me. They're very, very interested in signing me, and they're going to stump up the money. Of course, Spurs, as we know, they need a player in that position because of Maddison's injury, and Eze looks like he's going to be on his way to Spurs. A bit of a blow for the fans because a lot of us as Arsenal fans would have loved to have seen Eze sign, me included. I love Eze as a player. He's got unbelievable talent. However, if we're really being honest, he's not a left winger. It's not really what we need. It's just that when you see a player of that ability and that quality, and he can kind of play on the left wing as well, you're thinking, yeah, but still get him. But is he really that out-and-out left winger that Arsenal need? It looks like Andrea Berta and Arteta are looking at him thinking, no, he's not. Arteta spoke the other day about Ethan Wanieri and how he's going to be playing in that number 10. And certainly we've seen that all pre-season, that Ethan Wanieri has been the player playing in that number 10 position. He's just signed a new contract as well. And it looks like that's what they're going to do in that midfield. And listen, Ethan Wanieri is an amazing talent. And you've got Martin Odegaard there as well. I'm not against it. But we've got to buy a left winger now. We've got to buy a specialist left winger if we are not getting Eze. There's been lots of talk is, will we have the money to go big for someone? And I noted when I saw yesterday, the finance expert, Kieran Maguire, was saying that Arsenal have got huge headroom to do further big deals, despite the fact that they've spent £192 million this summer and haven't really moved on many players. They've only, about less than £9 million in deals coming back the other way. But he says they've got huge headroom. They're in no danger of falling foul of PSR rules. So they could go big for a further signing. We've been hearing from Arsenal over the last few weeks, though, that they got to sell first before they bring anybody in. Now, this has been annoying some fans. Again, I was speaking to a couple of fans yesterday. I was at the London Card Show, and there was a couple of fans coming up to me saying, why is it with us? It's always us. We got to sell first. And that's not strictly true, because if you look at Manchester City, they're interested in Rodrygo. They're interested in Donnarumma, but they're saying they have to sell first. And they haven't yet moved for those players. Chelsea want Xavi Simons. Chelsea want Garnacho, but they're saying they have to sell first. So this is not a unique position. Manchester United are interested in several players as well, but they're saying they need to move out, players like Jadon Sancho and that first. So this is not a unique position to Arsenal. I know we get very tetchy in the transfers because of, and I get it, PTSD, right, from previous windows, but this is not something that's just unique to Arsenal, that we have to, we're looking to sell players first or move players on first before we make maybe that last big signing. And will that last big signing be Rodrygo? Lots of the reports are that is the player that Arsenal would like to bring in, but it poses big problems. Number one, does he want to leave? He's been playing bit part at Real Madrid, as we know. They've got Osasuna on Tuesday. He'll probably be on the bench for that. So there's number one is, does he want to leave? The likelihoods is that he would make a move. Secondly, Manchester City, they're very interested in signing him. They want to get rid of Savinho to Spurs. They want to move on a couple of players, and then they're looking to make a move for him. So, Real Madrid will be in a great position to charge the maximum price. And they said to want 100 million euros, that's 86 million pounds. And Arsenal might have to stomp that up. Arsenal would probably prefer a loan with an obligation or something like that if they are to make a move. Mikel Arteta's a big admirer. And they would have to probably move out, say, a Leandro Trossard. But it is Rodrygo that seemingly seems to be the number one target for that left-wing area. There were rumours this last couple of days that Real Madrid contacted Arsenal this week about a possible swap deal involving Rodrygo and William Saliba, and that Arsenal promptly turned that down. I hope, that's true, and that, they would never consider that. But could Arsenal make a move for Rodrygo? They've also been linked once again to Kang In Lee. I spoke about this one a couple of days ago. Kang In Lee of PSG, the South Korean, again getting linked with Arsenal. Scored a great goal against Spurs the other day in the Super Cup. Reports that Arsenal could make a move from him. This coming from Court Offside. Manchester United also interested. As I've been saying, I'm not sure about this one. A player that predominantly plays more on the right wing or an attacking midfielder, and they're just turning down, the chance to sign Eze who's more of an attacking midfielder. I'm not too sure about this one, but Kang In Lee being linked. This one came out of the blue yesterday. Luis Benedetti of Palmeiras, heavily linked with a move to Arsenal. Reports are that Arsenal are trying to sign the 19-year-old centre-back, seen as a big prospect. He's a big guy as well. 6'6" tall he is, centre-back, but good on the ball, as well as being a good defender. He's another one of these players has been identified by Andrea Berta. Andrea Berta would like to sign him, seen as a top prospect. Could this be done before the end of the transfer window? One to keep an eye on. Luis Benedetti, out of the blue, that one came. And also getting linked with Frankie de Jong of Barcelona. The midfielder said to be interested in Arsenal. Arteta is a big admirer of Frankie de Jong. He's been, bought in at Barcelona for a big fee when he first joined. He's been linked with several moves away over the past few years, but he's still at Barcelona. But his contract is starting to run down. Arsenal said to be interested. However, this is more a deal for next summer, right? They're looking to make a move once his contract expires. I mean, there'd be no point for me bringing him in now because, again, we've got so many players in the sort of position that Frankie de Jong would come in, but also being linked with Frankie de Jong and Zinchenko. Zinchenko, as I said yesterday, heavily linked with a move to Fenerbahce in a deal said to be worth around about £8 million. That is what Fenerbahce have reportedly bid to try and get this done. However, caught offside claiming today that Real Betis are also interested in Zinchenko and that he would favour a move to Spain over Turkey. So one to watch this one. Be interesting to see if he's in the squad or even gets on today, Zinchenko, when Arsenal take on Manchester United. So those are the rumours for today. Of course, I'm recording this show in the morning. Arsenal versus Manchester United today. Big game at Old Trafford. Arsenal underway in the season, but will there be any more additions before the end of the transfer window? Thanks for watching the show, and I'll see you tomorrow.